What's going on, y'all? Sherm. We are here with 75Junction. We got some very special guests in the building today. We got Ella and we got Youth. How y'all feeling today?
Feeling good, man.
Doing good, man.
Dope. Coming from 804. Appreciate y'all for making the trip, man.
I was anxious as shit in the traffic, bro. I'm telling you, like traffic. I asked him, I was in this bitch, trying to get here on time, bro.
Yo, he was so ready to get here, bro. Like when we got in the neighborhood, he just took his seatbelt off before the car. Like before we even stopped. I was like, bro, was you about to abandon me in the car? Or what?
I'm fucking weak. Bro called me. He's like, hey, bro, we outside. He was already like pulling out the car.
Yeah, man. I just like. I'm one of those people that I get there early. I get everywhere early. I don't like being on time. Like to me, that's late. So and I do everything I can. So like when it's out of my control, it's even worse for me because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like fuck, like you know what I'm saying? So it bothers the shit out of me.
I got you.
Yeah, it's a personal issue.
Well, yeah, I feel that, man. Man. There's obviously certain things that you can't control. It's out of your control. You know what I'm saying? So,
but it was like the worst things though. It's like it wasn't like traffic like where there's just a lot of cars, right? It's just people like acted like they weren't trying to get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like when we got you know like that little cut through where the stores are over there after you get off the highway.
Yep. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
This Asian lady, sorry, I mean it's not. She doesn't have to be. No, Asian. It's just this lady. She just was driving so slow. And I couldn't, it was one lane, so I couldn't get around. And I'm just like, bruh, like you like, cause I've already been through traffic on a highway and I've been like over here daredeviling it. And then I get to this point and it's just like, yo, she is driving like a snail. And I'm like, okay, this is God testing me right now. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be like that, bro. It'd be like that, man.
Yeah.
So welcome back. Of course, you were here already before.
I think we talked before right before I went to Cali.
Yeah. No, we did. And then, you weren't a father yet, father to be, so congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you, man.
No, for sure. How's fatherhood treating
you? You know, I was talking to him about this yesterday, because he has kids already and stuff like that. My son's at that stage where like he only wants his mom. You know, she got the booby milk, so like you know what I'm saying. He just you know what I'm saying. He just wants his mom all the time. So I was having like those doubts like, damn, does he even like me? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it sucks. You know, you want him to like be your biggest fan and want to spend all that time with you. And he, right now it's just like, he'll give me like 5, maybe 10 minutes. And then he's like, where the fuck is mom again? You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So, but you know, one thing that was really reassuring was, you know, I grew up in foster care. So I didn't get to see a lot of my, baby pictures, you know, like growing up and stuff. But, my mom sent us some photos yesterday and like, bro, me and my kid look exactly alike. Like so much to the point there's some pictures like I look more like him than he does in some of his other pictures. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like, so that was reassuring. Like, you know, it's going to be all right. We'll get through these in the next couple months and we'll get back to it. So
He told me he's like, your daddy's son.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, tough. And then how about for you? How's fatherhood been treating you, man?
Oh man, I've been doing it so long now. It just feels like just regular everyday life to me.
Okay, how many kids you got?
Now, jeez, I lost count.
He's on his 4th one.
I'm about to have my 4th one. We're pregnant right now.
Oh, actually. Congratulations! Okay,
thanks, man. Thanks. We're about to have another boy.
Tough.
So I got a 10-year-old. She'll be 11 in July.
Oh wow. Okay.
So we've been kicking it for a while.
Okay.
And then she has an older brother that I pretty much raised when her mother and me were together.
Okay, got you.
So really, I got 4 altogether.
And he has a 2-year-old.
Yeah. So,
tough. Okay.
The newest edition.
Dakota,
the one that run through this place.
Yeah. He's a terrorist.
He's a wild boy. He is a wild boy.
Oh man. Well, I guess that's good for you. You know what I'm saying? Being friends and stuff like that because he has
absolutely.
the fatherhood experience. So like you'd be like, yo, like you dealt with this before. He'd be like, yeah, man, you just do X, Y, Z. You know?
Yeah.
That's one thing is like I'm so glad. One of the reasons I'm glad I waited the amount of time that I waited because I have seen it. Like my boy Chris, he also has a son, and his son's wild as hell too. So I'm like, okay, now I can get a little practice with them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like my nephews. You know what I'm saying? So I get some practice, and then because I know when my kid gets of age, it's gonna be.
That's the thing about kids, man. It's so unpredictable. It's like you think like. Because you've seen it before. Yeah, you're like, okay, I'm prepared for whatever comes next.
Yeah,
and then this new kid finds a whole new way to fuck up. It's like, invents completely new ways to do shit terribly. You're just like, wow, this is crazy.
The thing is, like my little sister, she would cry like like her attachment issues to her mom were like insane. Like, so she would cry like if my mom or her mom left, she would cry like nonstop. So the crying aspect doesn't bother me. Like I for some reason from all that time ago, it's like
block it out.
Yeah, it's like blocked it out. So like the crying doesn't bother me as much. I just want him to like me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't care that
you.
you're crying. I just don't want you to cry because like you want your mom. I just want you to cry so I can fix it.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's unfixable.
I got you.
It's a
Just
tough
give me the
few
booby.
months, man. It's a tough few
Yeah.
months.
So
Okay. Well, I mean, watch what his first word is though.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Every
saying?
single one. Every single one of them. The first word is always gonna be dada, bro.
Yeah.
I actually got my niece Cam, my brother Dante, his daughter. Her first words were uncle, and
wow.
I'm not even lying. Like I got it on camera.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
So
fought you, bro.
yeah, her mom to this day denies it, even though I literally have the video footage because she said it once, and I was like, nobody's gonna believe me. So I like grab my phone and I pull it out, and I'm like, I got her to say it again. So she actually said it twice right then.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I have it on camera, so forever. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna be my she's gonna be my favorite for that. You know. Yeah. So.
Okay, dope,
Yep.
man, dope. So that's a little bit about y'all's personal lives, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So let's get into the music and the business side of the house. So
Yeah.
you guys have recently, or I don't know how recent, I suppose, but you guys have actually, officially opened up, a shop and shut down, open up shop. Shout out DMX.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
R.I.P.
Yeah, RIP, man. But y'all definitely open up your own shop. Y'all got the business aspect going. So let's talk a little bit about that and what services you guys offer and what the Hlgn life really is about.
Okay, so let's I guess we could start with like the Hlgn life stuff and then kind
Yeah.
of break it down. So we just dropped a single called Proof. The video will be here soon. We're actually in the process of editing it and getting that right now. And then this summer is gonna be a lot of music. Like we had an unfortunate year last year with COVID where we couldn't get out.
Right.
And so we dropped Richmond Renegade and it did well digitally, but we couldn't get it to people. So we still got mad merch, all this stuff just sitting because we wanted to, we're like in person type of people. We have stuff online that sells and stuff like that, but like this stuff is like we want to be with the people and stuff like that. So
Right.
we kind of fell back from dropping a lot, it's all good, dropping a lot of music after that because it was like, all right, we want to get back to like the feel, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We were taking a business like too seriously, like, and we weren't having fun with it anymore.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
So we had like a meeting amongst the team and like was like, yo, bro, something's not right now. So we're gonna take a little break and figure out what's missing. And when we did that, we were like, bro, we're just not having fun with this shit right now. So fast forward a little bit, me and him started the OG design. Oh, well, I had already started it, but we kind of like teamed together and like expanded it. So we went from just doing like graphics to like doing pretty much everything content creation, from music videos, commercials, websites. And then also along that timeline, we built the music shop, which is like a music blog for indie artists. So, we started creating our own content for that and other artists. And it just got so big so fast, like that we were like, all right, we can't do this out the crib anymore. You know what I'm saying? We had people coming to the crib shooting,
We're trying to like figure out location for video shoots last second.
and
all types of things.
I know how that is.
it just because it was like, it's something that we love, like and that's kind of like in that pause we took from making music, we were like, this creation, like creating stuff, this is what we're here for. And sometimes as a rapper especially, you're like, it's just me, my song, my my video, and like
Right.
it's cool, like obviously like we love doing this shit, but like at the same time it was like it's not as fulfilling because it's like so self-absorbed.
Yeah.
So we created these other outlets for ourselves so we could connect with other creators and and build and like keep creating, and that actually made the music more fun again because it wasn't like just all in your head about you all the time.
Right.
So am I leave anything else?
No.
Okay.
I think you're doing great.
All right, thank you.
You're doing a great job.
So yeah, basically we opened up the what we call the collective. So we actually teamed up with some other creatives as well, and other entrepreneurs as well to open this, like, basically we call it like the fantasy factory of creatives, or for creatives. And basically you can come there as a business owner, musician, creative actor, anything, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever you're trying to do. You can come there, sit down, have a consultation, and like by the time you leave, man, you can literally leave with like an entire arsenal. Because we do everything from like logos to cover arts and flyers and stuff like that if you're throwing events or something like that. But we also do like websites, with drop shipping and e-commerce. And then like we also, like, in the building we do stickers, direct to garment, embroidery. We're building a 30-foot cyclorama wall, infinity wall. We got photo shoot, like backdrops, a podcast station. And then the storefront is at the front. Like, we allow you to sell merchandise and, clothing labels and stuff like that. So like, and then, and then what we don't, literally, if we can't do it there, like, there's some things like, we can make, but we can get it done. We've built up the resources and contacts over the last like 10 years. So like, you can come there and just like source your whole career. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to worry about picking and like, oh, I got to go here and I got to go here and I got to go here. Like, no, you want a whole album rollout, you want everything taken care of. We can do it here, illustrations, all of that stuff. It can be done in house. So you're not having to like rack your brain and, try to figure out all these different things. And it's like even some of the graphics and the videos, like, even if you don't want us to do it, like us to just do it, come to us. I'm a creative director. I can help you and align you with the people, because we have the contacts and the resources, and we've teamed up with other videographers and video editors and, et cetera, to like really build this like community so that like people can relax, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, and like focus on what they got to focus on. Like, you want to be a rapper, focus on being a rapper. Let us take care of the rest of the stuff for you. And that's kind of in a nutshell what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That was really our goal. Is to collaborate more with other people outside of our own network. Like you were saying, just like doing what we were doing for so long, we were starting to get burned out, and it was starting to become like this thing where it was like we're going to a job that we hated, and we used to love this thing. You know what I'm saying? So now, like, the focus has been mostly on collaborative efforts and building our network up and things like that, which is why we're able to offer things that even if we can't do them, we know somebody that can, because we've been able to connect with people. We've even had videographers and things, you know what I'm saying, like who most people would see as competition. We see each other as collaborative efforts, because they send us stuff. They'll, we need to shoot this video, but I don't have time to edit it, so they'll send it to us. Or
they'll be out of town working on something, and they're like, hey, I got a client that's neat. Like, we just shot somebody. Where is he from? Like,
he was from Philly.
Like,
but the videographer that he hired was in New Orleans.
Yeah, he's in New Orleans.
He was like in New Orleans. So, but he didn't want to lose the client, but so he wanted to get it done. So he actually employed us to shoot the video for him in Richmond.
Tough.
And then he, and that's just kind of how we work together to build this community and things. So it not only benefits us, it benefits them, but then it also benefits our clients, because now we have this broader relationship, and then it can trickle down to them.
And then it's like this too. Like, I think a lot of people look at it as like, if you get money, then you're taking away something from me. You know what I'm saying? But like, and Terrell online, I'll shout him out for this. He really gave me perspective on this. Bill Gates made $13 billion in one day. You know what I'm saying? There's enough money to go around. And that's what we're trying to really preach to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's not about just one person. You know what I'm saying? It's about like building this community and spreading this shit around, because when you do that, everybody wins.
Yeah.
So that's really what we've been on and really trying to preach and like work with people. And that's why we got the storefront for other people to sell their merchandise and stuff like that too, because like, yo, there's money out here, and then we could pass it off to each other. And that's what the collective is. Like, they can come in and say, we sit down with somebody and they need shirts. Well, we got the shirt guy in the back, or they need stickers. We got the vinyl guy in the back, you know what I'm saying? And we got the embroidery guy in the back. You know, we got, we're teamed up with Choices RVA, who's the first black owned hemp company in Richmond. And, you know, they do classes on like all types of like hemp education, how to grow hemp, how to curate it and cultivate it. And, you know, they got edible classes, all types of stuff. So we help them brand their company and, help them with like digital marketing and stuff along that line. So it's a real, like, we're just passing stuff back and forth. And that's the beauty about it, man. When you find people who are on like that like mind, it like, you just really take it to new levels.
Tough. Okay. Yeah. See, that's why I fuck with Richmond, man, because y'all have, and I always say this, you know what I'm saying, that I can tell the difference between, you know, Richmond artists and 757 artists. That's not to say that all 757 artists are in that crabs in a barrel mentality. Yeah. But that does exist very heavily in this area. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's just over time, you know what I'm saying? Or just how people came up in music. You know?
I gotta say, for Richmond, it used to be like that.
I think we used to be like that, but I think that in the last couple of years, we've changed. Yeah. And I think especially last year, when everything got turned all upside down, people started to realize that you can't do everything by yourself. It's just not feasible, and it's not even effective.
And I've seen a lot of 757 artists as well, you know, really coming together too recently. Like, you know, Marv P, Scoozy. Well, Scoozy's 804, but
he's from 75, isn't he?
Yeah, he is from 75.
We know Scoozy. He's done some shows with him.
I was just at a show last night that he did. TZ as well. TZ's so dope. You know, they all.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah. I love. I just did a show with her at the Contemporary Art Network.
Okay.
Yo, TZ is dope as shit, and she knows how to she knows how to control the room. Like, it's just super impressive, man.
Yeah, no, she definitely does like that, and that's really, I think, half of the battle as an artist, as far as live performing. You know, obviously the performance is one thing, but being able to get the crowd involved is a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? If you can do both, you good. You know what I'm saying? So she definitely, you know, has it on lock. But I've definitely seen a lot of artists coming together recently and just building something. You know what I'm saying? So what you're doing is dope. So you said you have people like selling their merch, or will be selling their merch in your storefront. So it's kind of like a consignment where it's like, okay,
exactly,
they sell it and you get a portion and they get the majority or whatever.
That basically, and then we also have like even in the store we got a playlist. So like they can get on the playlist as well, because we'll be playing music all day in the storefront. So that way the music will be played while people are in there. Like, it's like so much. It's so like when you like dive into it, it's like just layer after layer of like how we could build. You know what I'm saying?
The collective is essentially like this gigantic spotlight.
It's like, huge. It's a huge fucking building.
Anybody that wants it is welcome to step into this light and let us make you shine. Let us shine you to the world, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just step into the light and let us show people who you are.
Okay.
So through the collective, like, we have this, like I said, this area where we like. It's just like I said, like the creative mecca. So like through the OG Design and the music shop, right now we're producing the Flight School podcast, which is Slim Cartel. He's a rapper. He's branched out and made his own Delta 8 company.
Okay.
So which is like a hemp product, and it's very similar to THC. Like CBD is not very similar to THC. Delta 8 is literally like almost THC.
Okay. Like one molecule.
Yeah,
off.
One molecule off. So he's built this whole brand around this, and we've been with him since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like helping him create the logos for it and the packaging with Nick, who's another partner at the collective, and then we're starting to help him build his content and his podcast and producing his podcast so that he can focus on what he needs to focus on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now he has his products in like. I think like 5 different stores throughout Richmond, where, you know what I'm saying? So it's really cool to see, you know, from where we started with him with the first consultation, to creating the logo, to like putting it on some merch and then like having it packet, the packaging done, and then it really being in stores and people buying it. And now you see it, throughout Richmond and stuff like that. And now he's expanding with the podcast and stuff like that. And he's just really like, the podcast is more than for Delta 8 stuff. It's like, like a lifestyle podcast, more or less. But in that, he always has some like, more or less like marijuana, THC, hemp information. Like, what I'm saying? Where he covers, it educates people on that. You know what I'm saying? So hard. It's really cool. Yeah. Watching him grow and do that. Okay. Because the first episode, and that's where it's really cool having the job that I have. Cause like he's behind the camera, but I'm like creative director. So I'm like coaching him through a lot of this stuff. So like watching him grow from the first episode just to the second episode, man, he's like gone light years. You know what I'm saying? He's got much more comfortable on the behind the or in front of the camera. Right. And yeah, it's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And yeah, the company, I just want to, while we're here, just let them know, like, so we got the OG Design, the music shop, Hlgn Life, Virginia Always, which is the clothing apparel we just started. But also in this building, we got Anomaly, the Collect, which is a clothing line. We got Kick It, clothing apparel, Final Design, Stickers RVA, Easy Peasy Company, Choices RVA. So like it's really like a huge collective of like entrepreneurs in Richmond and stuff like that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now how big exactly is the building that we're talking like?
All right, so
square footage wise, if you know that.
I don't know the shit, man. I don't know the square footage. It's a huge building. Like, and if you go to my IG, I just or my YouTube channel, I did a walkthrough of the building.
Okay, I saw you in front of the building. I didn't actually click on the video.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I gotta check that out.
See,
okay.
He didn't even check it. He didn't even check us out, man.
I know. I didn't do no research.
I just mess with you. But yeah, so if you check that video out, it literally we walk through the entire building and break down what everything is gonna be.
I would take a guess and say it's above 2,500, maybe not quite 3,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's right.
Well, if you include the basement.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But with the basement, it's probably just below 3,000
square
feet.
Okay,
cool.
So with the basement, I'm assuming, the basement, is that where you guys do like the screen printing and stuff like that? Is that where all that stuff?
That's all Choices RVA.
That's all,
okay. The basement's all Choices RVA.
But
gotcha.
Yeah, everything else is in the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say, just under 3,000.
He would be better. He's a real estate guy, so he would be better to tell you.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture like based on other houses and things that I've seen, like how it compares to other things. And I would say if I took a 2,500 square foot house and then made it and stretched it into just one long building, that's about it. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
For the average people, it's big. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's big.
Yeah, it's a very
for
large
people that don't know
like
anything, it's big.
It's plenty of space, especially going from like working out of a bedroom.
Absolutely.
Which, it's cool. Like being in my room was cool and everything, but like going from working out of a bedroom to like having any type of space like that is really a gigantic leap.
I mean, even our office, like we have our own office and stuff like that. Even that, just haven't taken stuff out of my home office and like actually putting it somewhere. Now I got all this damn space in my house. I'm like, yes.
What do I do?
It's just like, yes, man. I could breathe a little bit. I know my family's happy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they got a whole other room now.
That's dope. Okay. Yeah. I can only imagine. You know what I'm saying? Because making a creative space or a home office, like I made this whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
But it's amazing in here.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
But if I can move it, you know what I'm saying, to
office,
you know what I'm saying, that would be dope too. You know,
hey, come to Richmond, man. Let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen.
That's a hype for me, man. That's a little hype for me.
That's a little bit.
Yeah,
right. I had to find something on this side, but obviously that's the goal. Moving forward is kind of just make a office space for myself as well, so I can do something creative. Because I'd like the idea that you guys had. Because I was thinking about doing something similar as well. Because I know a lot of videographers and a lot of video editors, so making a creative space, making a production room, have a room with a booth, you know what I'm saying, like anything.
Yeah, and we do that as well too. Like we have the recording, we have the he produces, engineers, mixes, Japo masters. So like even recently we just did a theme song for a guy in Atlanta. His name is Scotty B. He has a talk show. So we did like a 90s themed talk show like thing, and that was one of the coolest things I think we've done, honestly.
That was like that, but that's what I'm talking. Like doing that, like it brought the spark back. Like I have literally dreaded making music for I think a year now. It's not something I could. If my 15-year-old self heard me say that, he would slap me. They're like, how could you ever not love this? But when we did that, it was something about doing it that was just like, yo, this reignited everything. It felt exciting and fun again. And we were doing it for somebody else. It had nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes stepping out of your element will definitely give you a new appreciation for what you do. You know what I'm saying?
So fun.
Like from the normalcy of just, dealing with, artists and just doing just beats or whatever to doing something more creative like a commercial or a theme song, like you said. You know what I'm saying? Like those things will always give you a fresh perspective and kind of just revitalize you. You know what I'm saying? So and you guys mentioned earlier, you felt like it was more of a job than it was having fun. And I feel like you kind of have to find that balance with everything. You know what I'm saying? Because when you find something and it makes you money, I feel like you work extra hard and you make it a job. You know what I'm saying? Because you're like, okay, I can make money doing this.
Yeah.
And you want to obviously grow that because you want to make sure you have financial freedom and all that good stuff. But you don't want to lose out on life, you know what I'm saying, and having fun or enjoying it, you know what I'm saying, because that'll sour it, like you said, like y'all had to take a break and stuff,
Well, for me, I felt like when we were super focused and like super just like it was all business, like we weren't making as much money either. Like we've made more money in the last, like music wise, just music, not even talk about the company.
We weren't even making music. Like, it was to the point where like all our meetings were about business, like administrative business.
Oh, yeah. So that makes it even worse. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not even no money involved.
Nobody's really in the studio. Nobody's really like he was recording a bunch at one point, but then even he slowed down after a while. And it's like nobody's making music, nobody's making money. We're just sitting here talking about maybe making money. And this is not fun anymore.
like literally everything just stopped. Like we were making more money off the music when we were like I said, we were just having fun because it was moving along. You know what I'm saying? And then for some, you know what it was? It was the fucking Clubhouse app. It was Clubhouse. Yeah, it just got in our heads, man. We started getting like, cause we were in some like I had the Virginia hip hop room, so we were having a Sunday room every Sunday for like Virginia hip hop artists. We had like Knots Raw come through there, Bink, Dark Knight was in there. There was like a lot of cool ass people that came through. Those rooms were productive, but then you go down that fucking rabbit hole and you're in like all these music administration rooms and shit like that, and you're like, dog, I'm not doing this right, I'm not doing that right, and it's like, it would just, I think it got to us, you know what I'm saying? And I think once we stopped going to Clubhouse, it was like, okay, maybe this is why we're not having fun anymore. So
I've never gotten to Clubhouse, man. Like I have the app, like somebody had sent me an invite, and I guess it was like the feeling of exclusivity and being able to go into like rooms and have like maybe some celebrities being there.
It's shit now too.
When the celebrities came in, I got out.
I got you. And I mean, because if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not to say that this is impossible to happen, but what are the, like, what's that really going to do for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm in a room with a celebrity, but are they listening to you? Two, are they doing anything to put you on? You know what I'm saying?
No,
like most of them came in there to start shit. Like they literally was in there talking shit to each other and like
for real.
Yeah, it was a fucking like.
Or what it for me? What the problem was everybody came there to like brag about themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, gotcha.
So it's like, and it was like cool to give some people flowers. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell the difference in some people. You know what I'm saying? Like people come there and they had real credentials. You know what I'm saying? And I think they felt confident about it. So you wouldn't hear like Knots Raw came in there. He was humble as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? He there was no ego. He didn't even, I had to brag for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is fucking Knots Raw. You know what I'm saying? Like legend, He's done this, that, and that. Right. But he knows that. But there's other celebrities, I'm not going to say no names, whatever. But they come in there and it's like, it just turned into like, let me tell you all the great things that I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like the whole point of the room would be missed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it would just become like a dick sucking show. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like where everybody's just like, maybe that was a little raw. But yeah, I'm saying
it is what it
is.
It
was the truth though.
And now it's more like of a gossip thing. So like they pick, it's more like hot topics that are like trending, and then people, you know, like, do black women take care of black men?
That's
and
what I mean.
you know,
It's
and stuff
like
like that.
it's gone completely like drama, Jerry Springer, reality TV.
Yeah, it's gotten real sloppy.
Everybody want to be a reality TV star, bro. Like,
yeah,
that shit is nuts.
That's crazy, man.
But I will say this, man. When it was in its infancy and it was very exclusive, it was very cool, and it was a unique app. And I think I still think it has potential if somehow they could, you know,
like cut the fat.
Yeah, cut the fat, like you said. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. But like, you know, because it was needed at the time. I think, you know, without things like that and the way like Versus and the way that people have kind of like utilized social media over the last year, I think people would have gone crazy. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, now that outside's opening and stuff, I do want to see, you know, I'd be interested to see how long it really can last.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay. Dope, man. Yeah. And like you said, the whole COVID situation really put a lot of things in perspective, forced people to find new ways to be creative, find different things to do, find themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people didn't know who they were.
No, I agree. I think that helped me a lot because I'm a person that's like go constantly. Like I have him at the office till 10 o'clock at night. Like, cause I'm like, hey yo, if I'm working, you working, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but not like I'm his boss. He's my business partner. But that's how I am. I push people to like to the max. But during COVID, you had to figure out a new way to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I had to sit back and reflect a lot and like, all right, even if I come out of this later, or when we come out of this later, who am I going to be and like how I'm going to move? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it changed a lot of my perspective on how I handle business and how I like move in general. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I caught COVID as well. So that was bad, but you know what I'm saying? It you know, I'm good now. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it was, but that part, that was when the first week I was so depressed, man. I was like, oh, I'm going to die. Like, this is it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh man, this is how my story goes. Like, fuck. But nah, it wasn't even that bad. It was like, you know, I don't know if I've ever had the flu, but I would assume what the flu is. It wasn't like, you know, not saying that it's not like that for other people. I'm just saying for me, it wasn't like, you know, I wasn't deathly ill or anything like that.
I think I'm pretty sure I had it at some point, bro. Because there was a point in time where I literally was like, I had like body aches, a headache.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't smoke for 3 weeks, bro.
Yeah.
I couldn't smoke for 3 weeks. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is crazy. Yeah. Like, I was good after 2 days. I just couldn't smell. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 days, that's when I like kind of felt bad, and then the third day I was good.
My smelling still hasn't come back all the way.
Oh man.
Yeah, my taste left for only a day, for real. But everything still, I think because I can't smell as well, my taste is watered down. So anything I taste is like, it's like a watered down version of like what it should be. Yeah, it's unfortunate because
I crazy.
I might be skinny. I love to eat though. You know what I'm saying? Like so that definitely sucks.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you got your smelling back.
Yeah, I can smell.
Okay.
It's actually weird because like my smelling is like different now. Like it's like onions and stuff like that are like extra potent now for whatever reason.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's weird.
Yeah. So ours is like the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything
much.
watered down for me. Everything doubled up for you. That's
like,
crazy.
It's like COVID rearranges your genes or something like that.
When you couldn't breathe, when you couldn't smell, did your breathing feel different? Like in your nose? I know it's a weird combo.
A little bit. Yeah. Like it was like a little bit congested, but it wasn't like ridiculous.
Mine feels sharper. Like I could the air feels crisper. I don't know why. But yeah, ever since then the air feels like mad crisp.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing.
Like COVID is wild. I've heard so many like mixed things. Like I've heard like people just have like different ways that they go about life now. Like just from taste to smell. Like some people have it amplified, some people have it diluted. Like it's crazy.
My brother caught it in January and he can't taste anything still.
I'll be so pissed, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be so pissed.
What's the point?
Yeah, you just eating to live at that point.
Yeah.
You know what
and
I'm
my
saying?
brother's a big boy, so like, you know what I'm saying? He you know, I'm sure he's very upset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's fucking rough. If I couldn't taste anything, I did.
Tay can't taste.
I couldn't taste anything? Oh my God.
Hey, maybe we need to get you COVID. You know what I'm saying?
I'll stop eating. What the fuck? Just give me some water and some unseasoned grilled chicken.
Oh no, man. That's filthy. All right, man, cool. So let's talk a little about some plans for music. You know what I'm saying? Because you are still an artist as well. So moving forward, what are we expecting from Ella?
So I got 2 projects. I got OG, and this is the first time I talk about this one. I got OG Skrilla project coming out. It's a collab with me and Ross Skrilla.
Okay.
And that's like literally almost done. It's got probably like 3 more edits, and we just listened to it on the way over here. So it's like 3 things, and then like we already shot the video for that, but that's gonna have Mickey Fax on it as well.
Okay.
So we're really excited about that because that was a dope ass collab. And so that's gonna be something like we're dropping all the shit this summer though. Like as soon as it opens up, we're out. You know, we're outside. I'm
dropping my album.
All right.
I'm gonna say it on camera.
Right.
I'm gonna say it on camera so you and anybody that watches this can hold me to it. I'm dropping my fucking album.
He's not, we'll see. We'll see.
I'm dropping it.
Okay. But no, real shit. But I'll pause on what I'm dropping for a second. This guy is probably the most talented musician in VA. Like I just can't get him to drop. You know what I'm saying?
You keep saying it, and I think people don't like me because of it.
Yeah,
I see people look at me funny sometimes.
Yeah,
I didn't say it; it was him.
Yeah, but no, he's so fucking dope, bro. He can sing, he can rap. You know, he produces and records all of his own stuff. So it's like it's a real dope thing, and I rock with it heavy. That's why I've been rocking with him so long, even though he hasn't dropped shit. But it's coming. You know, he's been perfecting it, and you know, everybody has their own process.
Right. Absolutely.
Which is get us to the next part. We also have our collab project that has been like what 3 years in the making now. 2.
Yeah, it's been 2.
2 years in the making. Yeah. But it's done. It's being mastered currently. Shout out Japo. And that'll be out this summer. If not this summer, it'll be like early fall, but it's coming. And we also have Mickey Fax on that as well. We got Peter Sun on that. And we got some dope production from like Andrew Hypes as well. And then the next thing I'm dropping is I got a song called Opposition, and it's actually funny how that worked out. I was doing those TikTok raps where you like the duets, and I did it with this guy who's huge on there. His name is Matty Beats, and he really rocked with it. So we had, you know, he reached out to me. We had a conversation, and he just sent me like a bunch of fucking beats. And you know, he's huge on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, hell yeah. And then like, bro, the first beat I heard, like it got me out of I hadn't recorded in a couple months. Literally the first beat I heard got me out of my, you know, I don't want to say I had writer's block because I wasn't even trying to rap, but yeah, just like it got me back into it. So that'll be dropping June 4th. It's called Opposition. Yeah. So and then the video will drop probably like July 1st. Or like July, beginning of July. So yeah, there's a lot. Like this summer, bro, we're going stupid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We got a lot of collabs with other artists as well, like Slim Cartel, Repeton. He's got some stuff as well. So yeah, tell me what the project name is though. Your project.
Oh yeah, it's called The Youth Presents Young Charlie.
Okay.
And it was made right after the relationship with my previous label dissolved. And Young Charlie was like this altered personality from my own. Cause I'm kind of quiet. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't really do too much. But musically, like I had a lot of shit that I wanted to get off my chest. And like I'm kind of known for struggle rap a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's to say, like I like to tell my story. You know, most of my music so far has just been me explaining what my real life is like and how I've been dealing with it and the things that go on around me. And so Young Charlie was kind of like the breaking point where like I was like, you know, I want to talk about some other shit, but it feels like it's not me. You know what I'm saying? It feels like it's not who I am personally, but it's how I feel inside and what I'm thinking.
Okay. Is it somebody that do you feel like Young Charlie is like somebody you want to be?
It's somebody
or is it
that
just another part of you.
It's another piece of me. It's just a part of me that maybe people aren't used to. It's not a part of me that like is always on display and shit like that. Like he's a little more ratchet. You know what I'm saying? Makes more fun records than anything.
I mean, so do you feel like not to cut you off? Do you feel like it's like how you grew up? Obviously, do you feel like you kind of compartmentalized growing up and kind of just kept that in the cut? And you know what I'm saying, obviously fatherhood changed you and stuff like that. Moving forward through life has changed you and altered you to who you are today. So do you feel like you kind of just compartmentalized like a lot of that childhood struggle and stuff like that, and that kind of just made a separate entity within you, I would say.
Exactly. Okay. Exactly. And like now I gotten to a point where like I want to start expressing these other ideas and this other half of who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, and put that on display as well, because people have heard my story now. The people will continue to hear it. It's out there now. I've created the music that tells my story.
Yeah, so he has music out. I give him a hard time, but he has music out.
So now I want to like move on to start branching out, and I want to do other things as well. Like there's after that project, the plan was, and I have a few songs done for that project afterwards, which was the Youth Presents Little Love Shack, which is like a lot of female related songs or like girl centered songs. You know? Okay. So it's like during that time, and this was a few years ago, it was like 2017 that I started on this journey of like putting these projects together. It was like I have all these other parts of me that aren't just like, you know, oh my childhood was fucked up. These things are what's wrong with me. It's like I also have fun. I like to be in love. I like doing all these other stuff too. So like I want to. So the way I chose to display it is in this way. Is like it's still the youth, but instead of me, like it's not the youth that I'm presenting this piece of me. This is the youth presents Young Charlie. This is that part of me. The youth presents Little Love Shack. This is that part of me.
No, for sure. Yeah. I mean, as humans, you know, obviously we're very multidimensional as far as what we want to do, what we love to do. You know what I'm saying? So there should be no surprise when an artist wants to have different sounding albums or different albums about different things because it's your life. You know what I'm saying? You have different facets in your life that you live through. You have different things that you feel in life. You have different experiences that you may want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And
you feel differently on different days too.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's one thing I loved about Pac, man. He was like a real human. Like there's songs like where he's like, you know, I fucked your bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then you know, he has songs like Brenda's Baby. Yeah. Like it sounds contradictory, but like I like, this is my famous line, like, yo, humans are walking contradictions. Everything we do, like we feel this, like, you know, times we feel hate, but we're really like loving, you know, entities, like what we're here for. But you know, there's times where we feel hurt, but we are always seeking joy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like we're always like, that's what I loved about Pac in particular. And that's what I love about a lot of artists like Drake and stuff like that, where you get so many different you get so many all of it, you know what I'm saying? And that's the important part about it. Like a lot of rappers feel like they gotta be like this certain thing, you know what I'm saying, all the time, and it's like, why? Like you don't live your life
that's
like
not
that.
Who you are every day.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go in the studio, you put on the facade, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Most of the time. You know what I'm saying? There are some rappers that are actually who they are, but no. But
even you know, even then, like, bro, don't you want to grow? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't you want to be a better version of yourself, or like, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think a lot of people just get caught in like this, like, I gotta be a certain way because if I'm not real hip hop, or I'm not, you know, I'm not a real street guy, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. And I'm just like, all right, man.
To play devil's advocate a little bit, there is some balance to that, because I can understand the perspective of, if something's working, you don't want to alienate your core audience.
Facts, yeah, for
sure. By doing too much of a drastic change. Like, look at Justin Timberlake. That Man of the Woods shit did not go. Okay, and that's coming from a real Justin Timberlake. I love fan Justin from Timberlake. Like day one. Like, I'm talking about NSYNC. I think
Ed Sheeran got to him, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I think Ed Sheeran got to him in that. Like I felt like he was trying to make like an Ed Sheeran album.
That's one thing I don't like. I don't like when people who are larger than life start feeling pressure from people that should never feel. But I can't tell you how to, like, when your insecurity is going to show up.
Yeah,
and like I don't know how that's affecting you at home and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? What you think about every day. But to me, it's like, why would Justin Timberlake ever entertain Ed Sheeran's success? You're Justin fucking Timberlake. Yeah. Why would Eminem ever worry about trolls on the internet saying he's not the best rapper alive? You're Eminem, nigga. Who cares?
Right. Yeah. No, that's fact.
Like, stop talking about it. We know. The ones who know, we know. The people who don't like you are never gonna like you. Yeah. You're making yourself look worse trying to prove to people who don't give a shit about you that you're who you say you are, when you got millions of people that know you are who you say you are.
Yeah. No, that's facts. That's facts, bro. And I see that shit all the time. I kind of deal with that myself. Not saying that I'm huge or nothing like that, but I have a reaction channel that we have outside of the podcast. Yeah. And that has like over 60,000 subscribers. And when you expose yourself,
that's the anime thing,
world,
right?
Yeah, the anime thing. We sit there and watch anime and stuff. Yeah,
that's dope.
But when you expose yourself to the world, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got an opinion. Anybody can say literally anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'll be in the comments sometimes throwing them back. I'm like, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? I get in this battle back and forth with them, and sometimes I feel like, okay, well, you're not gonna come up here and talk how you want to talk and hide behind anonymity. You're gonna get this work regardless. Right. And then the other side is like, well, why do I give a fuck what some random person says? Yeah. Like there'll be some people be like, oh, I don't know why I came here. I'm not coming back. But okay, bye. I don't need your one view. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? So
I saw this video earlier on Instagram. It was a clip from a show, and it was like one of them Karen ladies. Just like, you just lost a customer. And it was Tom Segura was the actor in the show.
Was it the one where he's at the IKEA or whatever?
It's like a cell phone store.
I know what you're talking about.
She was like, you just lost a customer. He was like, oh yeah, you think I'll get another one? Or and that's facts. Like, okay, like do you think I'll ever get another customer ever again? Like you're one person in the world out of 7 billion people on the planet.
And that's my whole thing, bro. I'm like, there's so many people in the world, and there's more people that fuck with you than people that don't fuck with you.
Right.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
gotta focus on the people that fuck with you, man.
Well, that's what I was because we just for the music shop. I just interviewed this young artist. His name is Smith Knight, and he did something really cool. He got a endorsement from a pizza company.
So, tough.
Yeah, so there's like a Smith Knight special at this pizza place. He's on the side of the building.
That's fine.
You know, like his picture where holding pizza. Yeah, I think something along those lines. You know what I'm saying? And he was like saying some people think it's corny, and I was like. There was a few things I told him. I was like, one, bro, everybody that says it's corny would like literally slit your neck to be that person on the side of the building. Facts. First off. Second off, even look at somebody as huge as Drake, right? He sells 1 million records, right? Every time he drops. There's 7 billion people on this planet, man. So that means 0.9 billion people didn't buy his album or support him. That you know what I'm saying? Like you said, there's gonna always be more people that don't fuck with you than fuck with you, and that's okay, man. Like you double down on the people that love you. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, but going back to, I wanted to because there was a point you said what Justin Timberlake was going through in his house when he heard Ed Sheeran.
Yeah,
I felt like that. I told you this before. When I heard "If You're Reading This, It's Too Late" by Drake, bro, I almost quit rap. Not even kidding. I was shook. I was shook, bro. I wasn't as good as where I feel like I am now. And I remember I was on my ex-girlfriend's back porch smoking, and I listened to that whole joint through the whole way. I went inside and I told her, I was like, yo, I don't know if I could do this. This shit is so hard. It's so fucking dope. And I felt like, I was like, yo, this shit is far superior than what anybody else can do. I don't know why motherfuckers even rap anymore. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, I snapped out of it, but like there are times I could see maybe where you see Ed Sheeran where he like toured for like 3 straight years across the world,
nonstop.
Yeah, off of like really like
no girlfriend,
huh?
He ain't had no girlfriend, no kids. That's why.
Yeah. But he also had songs that like to this day resonate with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I could see like somebody who like Justin, who was like the hottest thing in the world at one time, and admire, because like what it is really admiration. Like I admired Drake at that point, like, and I was like, fuck, I admire, like, damn, this is so perfect. And I could see him at like hearing Ed Sheeran and like being like, damn, I don't know if I could do that, or do that again. You know what I'm saying? Like, in his aspect.
Like Ed Sheeran could never be Justin Timberlake.
Yes, I know, but
he might not know. In his mind, he's not
Ed Sheeran probably saw Justin Timberlake and then became Ed Sheeran. Yeah. So now Justin Timberlake is watching Ed Sheeran like be in this position and is like, yo, can I ever do that again?
It's also tough, like being at our age, like we're not quite old enough to know what it feels like to have people like really steal our shit, steal our spot. Like it's really time for us to move on and then somebody else come in.
Yeah.
And I imagine that's tough. I try to take it easy on Nicki Minaj, cause I know like a couple of years ago she had her thing with Cardi B, and I know where that came from. It wasn't because she didn't like Cardi B or she didn't like what she was doing. It was because it's hard to watch somebody move you out your place.
Yeah, she was literally like the queen,
right?
Like,
and people was hyping it up too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The internet is always
people were actively saying like, "Yo, Nicki, your time's done.
It's over.
Yeah.
With.
And Cardi, your time is now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
And they kept comparing those two, and that, I think the comparisons is also what drove that. That issue. You know what I'm saying?
It can make you crazy.
If we're being realistic, because especially here in the Beat Me Up Scotty project that Nicki just dropped, Cardi's not seeing Nicki with the bars.
No, absolutely not.
Never in her life. But Cardi's my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like sorry, boo. Cardi's my baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but there's something special about her. She has like this light and this like energy. Like when she's around, like she's like the center. You know what I'm saying? Like of the universe. You know what I'm saying? So and she can, and even if she's not the best rapper on the track, she's the best presence on the track.
Yeah.
So there's something special about that because that used to be Nicki. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what Nicki was scared of. You know what I'm saying? Because how many great rappers are out there rapping their ass off, but they're not getting the attention that the presence is getting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's important to say because Nicki can rap. When Nicki gets into the bar, Nicki, like there's not many. I don't think there's any female rapper that could really ever fuck with her. And I'm talking about any. You know what I'm saying? But there's a light and an energy about Cardi that sets her light years above people right now. You know what I'm saying? Or for the last couple of years.
But like the whole thing we're doing with the collective is kind of like in stark contrast to that whole idea of life, like where like it has to be you're taking my spot, or because you're doing this, that means that I can't do it now.
Yeah,
right.
And like that's everything that we're doing now is kind of like in contrast to that mindset, because that mindset is rampant in hip hop. It's especially hip hop. It's rampant in entertainment in general, but you don't see actors beefing on the internet over shit like that because one actor's getting more work than the other. You don't see country artists and pop artists. You know what I'm saying? They don't. In hip hop, we are a very confrontational and territorial group. So when that kind of stuff happens, we tend to butt heads.
I think there was a little beef between NSYNC and Backstreet Boys though.
If the internet if we had like the internet during that time, it would have been way worse.
Yeah.
Shit, imagine if the internet was around when Prince and Michael was out.
Oh
my God.
I mean, it was
already beefing without
it was
us.
in the streets though.
Exactly.
It was in the streets though.
But imagine if the internet was out. Like
that was crazy. That would be crazy, bro.
It's not typical. It's like in hip hop, it's like expected in hip hop.
Or even when when we're talking about transitions, kind of like Nicki to Cardi, the transition of Whitney to Mariah. There was tension there too, man. There was like and who knows with the internet, especially with what Whitney was going through and Mariah's attitude. That could have, if the internet was around hyping that and fueling that fire really crazy, that could have gone left.
Mariah and Nicki was beefing for a second.
Well, that was because of they were on American Idol together.
It's because they both assholes.
Yeah, they are. My
room.
girl just said that to me the other day. she said, why do we all know that Mariah's an asshole?
Because it's obvious. Like she's obviously an asshole.
Yeah, like that's so crazy. Yeah,
we all know. We all know this kind of person in other aspects of our life. Like we don't need to. I will never need to meet Mariah Carey. I've met her 10 times. In my life.
I'm fucking.
You know.
But for real, what gives you? Because we were talking to we have a good friend named Jono who owns Gritty City Records in Richmond, and he used to work on movie sets. So he worked on a movie set with like what was the dude's name? Daniel Day Bryan. What's his name?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day Bryan. I don't know who the fuck it is.
I don't even know who that is.
Daniel Day-Lewis, Gangs in New York.
Huge actor.
I probably, if I seen him, I would know.
Have you seen him?
I've probably seen him in the movie.
He kind of like he won his Oscars and then he got the fuck up out of here.
And then he was on set with like J-Lo, and like on set with J-Lo, you can't look her in the eyes.
What?
Yeah, and like Mariah, the reason I bring this up is because like Mariah and her who do they think they are? And I think that is something that was very like
I've seen them before. Yeah, okay.
Accepted in the 90s, but like nowadays it's like
it's normal.
Yeah, bro, you can't come at me with that energy. I don't care if I'm just a regular guy on the street. Yeah. Like, bro, this is a different time and age. Like, I wouldn't have worked on that set. Because I'm the type of person where I'm going to look you in your eyes and I'm going to address you like a person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's a common courtesy.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
the fact that she motherfuckers can't look her in the eye. Like, who do you think you are?
Right, because that's you telling me that I'm above you. You can't look me in my eyes.
That's how shit was back then, though.
I'm not even religious, but I don't think that Jesus said that to people. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's kind of the opposite of what Jesus
is about. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so you're above Jesus now?
Like, hey, bro, you sit, bro? I got you. Don't worry.
Jesus did a lot more than look in the eye.
You want some water? Yeah, have some wine. Like, I'll do you one better.
How deep of conversations can we go here?
I mean, it can go deep. I mean, how deep you trying to go?
All right. Well, I said I have to clear up some of these things because I say random shit like, oh, I don't believe in. I'm not religious. You know what I'm saying? I believe there's a God. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in like the resuscitation of energy, like because energy can never be destroyed or created, right? So
transferred, right?
Yeah. So I feel like when we die, we are reborn in some way, right? The energy's transferred. So I just wanted to clear that up. You know what I'm saying? Because like some people are like, oh, you're atheist. Like, no, just because I don't believe in organized religion does not mean I don't believe there's anything out there. You know what I'm saying? I just don't believe in books. If that's the case, if I believed in a book, we all know what I'm going to believe in. It's Harry Potter. You know what I'm saying? like I got him tattooed all over my body. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and there's a lot of comparison. You want to talk about it, like Jesus and Harry Potter. We can go there. You know what I'm saying? Like I can put some Bible and Harry Potter references together. But for real, like I just like to clear that up because even people I'm close to, they think I'm atheist sometimes because I say that, and I'm like, it's much more than I know that maybe that's all you know or all you're conditioned to. But like, there's so many ways of thinking out here, and you know what I'm saying? It's not just contained to like I have to be Muslim or have to be Jewish or Hindu. Like, no, man, like I think for myself and I like base it off like what I feel, see, and I've been through and shit.
So
like
you're
that.
agnostic.
I guess so.
Yeah. So agnostic is basically you believe that there is a power above or transcendent of humans. Yeah. You just don't know who or what it is, but you do believe there's something out there.
I believe that we're not capable of comprehending what God is. Like you as a human, and the part of it is like you're just not smart enough. You're not in touch enough. Like and like I think that's why when you do pass and your energy is given back to whatever, that's the only time you could ever grasp it because you're part of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's so beyond the measure of what man can think of. I mean, we can't even find the purpose of life, right? Nobody knows it. We all have our idea of what it is, but nobody knows it. We don't know why we're here. We can't fathom that. There's no way in the world we can fathom what God is. You know what I'm saying? Like in the way that everything's so perfectly constructed. You know what I'm saying? It's
literally perfect. Like like the conditions are perfect for life to be sustained here. I feel like it would be ignorant to be like, okay, this is the only life in the universe, period, because the universe is so vast. There has to be another Earth out there with other life that's in perfect conditions just like this one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a alternate reality, a parallel universe, whatever you believe in. Yeah. A simulation. I mean, literally any and everything is possible.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? If you like look at our life from like the perspective of a plant, like and people do believe that plants can think, but like just if you can have a conversation with a plant about what they think life is and like where they think they came from. For you as a human, you go outside, you plant the seed, you water it, you put the food in the pot, you transfer it from one pot. Like you're doing all this work, and this plant has no idea how or why it's growing. But everything about it is perfect. It just knows that all of the conditions that are needed for it to grow are met every single day. And it just grows and has no idea why. But here you are, you're doing all this work. So like, when I look at it from that perspective, I'm like, what if there is a gardener? What if I am a plant? What if I don't know that I'm being watered and properly given the right amount of sunlight?
That's a good perspective, yeah.
But I am. Because everything is too perfect to be an accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, this can't be by accident 7 billion times.
Yeah, he got to have bars, bro. That was bad creators, yo. He got to have bars.
Well, he told me something the other day when we were breaking it down, bro. Like your eyes see your nose all the time, but your brain is conditioned itself where you don't tune it out. It ignores it. That's perfection, bro. Like imagine you had to walk around all day, especially me. I got a big ass nose. Like imagine having to walk around all day and seeing your fucking nose. Like you know how distracting that'd be. Like you know what I'm saying. Like there's definitely something bigger than us. But again, it's just not definable. It's not something you could like put a definition to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I feel like it's almost an insult sometimes with organized religion to put all these labels and definitions and rules and regulations. Like you don't know, like especially with Christianity, because I'm not as well versed on other stuff. Like my God doesn't hate gay people. He wouldn't make somebody gay and then hate them. You know what I'm saying? Or ban them, or, you know what I'm saying? And he wouldn't make me this way, so I have to feel bad about everything that I do. Like, I think he put you here, and then it's just like you're heaven or hell. It's like what you make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and then, you know, you get to determine that. And you know, like I said, I don't want to go crazy all, you know, down that rabbit hole, but I was like, I like to clear that up for people, because some people just don't understand it. So yeah.
I mean, and specifically regards to Christianity, my only issue, because like in any religion for the most part teaches you how to be a decent human being. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like every religion points to the same God, they just interpret it a different way.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they teach you how to be a good person, but it's when you get overzealous and you start going into like the Old Testament where they had like some wild shit, like you get stoned for, you know, or killed for working on a Sunday or whatever. Like, obviously that stuff was in the Old Testament.
Yeah.
It's altered in the New Testament, but the biggest premise of Christianity is you're not supposed to judge.
Yes.
You as a human being are not supposed to judge.
You're not worthy enough to judge. Yeah, you're not even worthy enough to judge, man.
You're not the one that is a judge, jury, executioner. You don't get to pass judgment. You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't be like,
but it's like literally that's all they do.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And
I don't say all of them. Right. All exactly. Christians.
Right.
But as a whole, it seems that way, that everything you do is a judgment, and it's like you're not God,
except for the stuff that happens within their own community.
Oh,
they don't judge that at all.
Yeah,
right.
That's the walking hypocrite.
Catholicism too. You know what I'm saying? It's really bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, every religion has their quirks. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and we're teaming up on Christianity right now because you know, we're in America.
That's the most common one. Right?
Yeah, but in the Islam community, there's a lot of horrible things that go on in that community as well. And I'm not as well versed, but I'm sure in the Jewish community as well. You know, but I think it's because they put these constraints on people. They put these ideals and like put it in their brain that like if they don't do it this way, they're not good people. There's no hell. There's no rules to this shit, bro.
Right.
There's no rules. Yeah, so
that whole that looming over your head of eternal damnation is just like,
it's scary.
Ah, shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like realistically, like if we die and that's the case, yo, I'm gonna be fucked. I'm gonna be fucked because I said some things in this podcast right now that might have upset.
Literally, bro, everybody will go to hell.
Yeah,
literally. Like
no one goes to heaven then.
Yeah,
no, literally, because you can't sin. You know what I'm saying? And sin is many different things. Whether it's cussing, sex outside of marriage, before marriage.
Gluttony,
adultery,
you eat too much. Yeah,
gluttony.
Like who determines like what the amount of food is like that? You like nope, that's one Triscuit past what you needed. That's
you got the 10-piece. Oh, yo, it's going to hell, boy.
You're going to hell.
It's a wrap.
You know,
10-piece lemon pepper, you done for.
It's 6-piece only up in here.
Exactly, bro. But that's my thing, man. I feel like people focus too much on the eternal damnation aspect and they lose track of living life. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They miss out on life. They live a constrained life. You know what I'm saying? And then what happens if you die and there's nothing?
Yeah. I mean,
you just didn't even live your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
and I had a very intimate moment with something like that with my grandmother. I moved in with her and like kind of took care of her when she was dying. And we had like, that's one thing I found really beautiful about her. Like you could say all of this, we could have this conversation and she gonna look you right in the face and say, okay, I still believe in Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And I love that about her because, you know, whatever it took for her to like be at peace with it at the end, that was cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Cause like she knew it was like, it was coming to an end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But her faith was that strong in it, you know what I'm saying? Which is fine. That's cool. But she was still willing to hear me out, like, and hear all the things I'm telling you. I told her, you know what I'm saying? And we would have like real conversations about it and stuff like that. And she still like, she literally told me like, all right, I accept that. Like, cause a couple years before she wouldn't have been all right with it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think as she came to like, she really started understanding things from a different perspective as well. And it was crazy, man.
I feel like as you get closer to death, the veil starts to thin.
Yeah.
As far as the spiritual veil, excuse me.
Yeah.
If you believe in spirituality, of course. I do believe that there is some level of tetherness to, you know, the spiritual world or whatever, and you can strengthen that while you're alive, or you can weaken it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like as you get closer to death, I feel like that becomes more apparent. And what you believe in or what you feel is pulling you towards that is what you're gonna believe in. You know what I'm saying? Like, Like I still pray every once in a while. Not as often as I used to, but I still do. And when I do it, I feel a sense of elation, kind of like I feel like a weight lifted off me. You know what I'm saying? Like when I ask for forgiveness or whatever the case may be, or enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? I feel that. So I do feel like there is some level of spiritual connection. You know what I'm saying?
I told him, we were driving back from a show the other day, and I told him the story. I don't really talk about it much, but like that's why I know there's a God. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't define him, but like I was going my bad. I was going through my court case, you know, and I was facing like 5 to 10 years, and I ain't gonna lie, man. I was scared about what the outcome was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And I had a moment where I got back from court, and I was in the shower. And bro, I was like, I really like said out loud, I was like, yo, God, if you're real, if there's somebody up there, I need you right now. And I'm telling you, bro, I felt this like overwhelming sense of like embracement or, you know, or something, you know, I can't even really define it, but like it overtook my whole body. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I felt comforted. And I broke down, man. I mean, I broke down like I ain't broke down in years. And when I got out that shower, I felt refreshed in a whole new sense of the word. You know what I'm saying? And since then, that's why I can confidently say like, yo, there's definitely a higher power. I can't tell you who he is, what his name is, or, you know, her name or whatever, you know, whatever this energy is, but there's something there. You know what I'm saying? And that for me definitely, you know, and that's why I do pray. I mean, the other night I had to pray. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all this shit going on with the business, you know, construction. Yeah, I got 10 different fucking things on my mind at all time. And, you know, my son, you know, just everything, you know what I'm saying? Life. And it was overwhelming. And I had to pray, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I know that sense of, that consciousness, like that where, you know, you feel something is a good or a bad decision. Like, I feel like that's the communication right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you go do something that is wrong, you feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like like you feel it in your gut and your soul, whatever this little feeling is in your chest, all of that shit, bro. And I think that's like the line of communication right there. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can choose to ignore it, like you ignore your parents. Hey, they tell you some real good advice. Hey, don't trust that person. Don't hang out with those people that lead you down a bad road. And you know, next thing you know, you're fucked up in a bad situation. And it's like, but you actively chose not to listen to your mom and dad. You can actively choose not to listen to whatever the higher power is. Right. But you also can, you know, receive consequences from it as well. For sure. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was nice. That was a nice combo, man. Yeah. I definitely appreciate that, man.
Yeah, already, bro.
It's always good having you up here, man. It's always an enlightening conversation.
Thank you,
know
man.
What I'm saying? For sure. Yeah. But yeah, I think we covered a lot, man. We covered the brand, we covered the music,
yes, sir.
We covered the conglomerate that you guys have that's coming out, man. You guys have anything that you want to add, like on a concluding note?
Nah, man, just follow me everywhere at Hlgn Life. That's HLGNLIFE. And stay in touch, man. We got new Virginia Always apparel. We just dropped the summer line, and the collective will be like open to the public within the next month.
Fire. Yeah. Fire. Where can people find you at, Youth?
Yeah, you can find me at the Youth Music. That's UTH Music.
THE.
No.
UTH.
Oh, well, yeah. Put the as in the Youth Music. I guess you felt like I had to explain. Anyway,
it's not us.
It's not us. It's Youth. My stories are hilarious. I think so. My friends like it. And,
he's all right.
But also follow the OG Design because that's where all of our cool work is, and where we post the stuff that we're doing. So you can kind of keep up with how we're growing and moving and getting better at our craft and how we.
Why do we spell things weird, man? Because like I go follow the music shop, but let me preface that by saying it's MSQ. You know what I'm saying? Like all right, we don't like to spell things right. So yeah, follow us at the music shop as well.
Crush the patriarchy. Spell it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you I'm hilarious.
Okay,
dope. But nah, man, I appreciate you once again for making
thank you
the
for having us, bro. We
Absolutely,
really,
man. Thank you for
we're excited just to be in the room with the dope ass albums and stuff. It's awesome here, man.
Thank you, man. It's always humbling hearing that, man. I definitely appreciate it. I'm glad that you guys can appreciate the artistic expression. And,
man.
So thank you for that.
How do you keep it so clean? Last question before I go.
I'm weak. I try to clean it. No, I try to clean it at least once a week.
Okay.
At least.
All right.
I have too many kids for all
me and
this
my
white
me and my
No,
girl
I
need to
got
take
you.
notes.
Yeah, if I had kids, this room would look completely different.
No, you gotta block this bitch off. It's too
Right.
white up in here. They would ruin this.
You gotta
Yeah.
put a gate on the door or
Yeah.
something. Like that.
Facts.
Electric fence.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
All right,
Make sure y'all
yeah.
go ahead and follow these guys on all social media platforms. Make sure y'all go ahead and run the streams up for Ella and for Youth Music. Make sure y'all go ahead and get their stuff going, man. Make sure y'all go ahead and check out their conglomerate. Make sure y'all go ahead and check out the gear. We got some Hlgn light stuff right here. It's upside down, but we're gonna get that right. There we go. Make sure y'all go ahead and check that out. Go ahead and copy some merchandise. Make sure y'all go ahead and check out the conglomerate. They got a lot of dope stuff going on in Richmond. They got a lot of good ideas, and they're going places. So appreciate you guys once again for giving me an opportunity to sit down and talk with y'all.
Yeah.
And that's all we got.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Got anything
man.
else?
Peace,
All right,
y'all.
y'all. 75Junction out.